welcome back to my channel. Today's video I do this glitter polygel ombre. So I use the white and peach colored polygel, and then I just put this glitter nail polish on top of them. So if you guys want to see how I did this, just keep on watching. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I already did a few just so I could have some practice, so I'm just gonna be doing these two on this foot. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is just take a thin coat of gel base coat and just put a super thin, even layer on both of my toenails, and then I will just cure that for about 10 seconds, and then I will put on the polygel. Got my alcohol here. The first thing I'm going to do is just take a little tiny bit of this polygel, and you seriously just need like a little tiny bit because you don't want to make it too thick of a toenail. So I'll just put this on there, and then we're just going to smooth this out, creating like kind of a free edge, like nail tip almost. And you want to make sure you do a thin coat, and also right here you want to kind of make that as thin as you can, just so it will blend nicely into your other color. So you can use any color you want. You can use like a pink or like the peach color like I'm using. You can do like a bright color, anything. So I've got this on there. I'm just like kind of going backwards, just trying to get that nice and smooth right there. I will end up going in with just another coat of this white, so I'm just doing it really thin. So go ahead and cure this. Done. Now I'm just gonna go with, actually I'm just gonna use the rest of what I had on here, so just like a little tiny bit more, like I'm barely using any, and then just smooth that out on top of this, just making sure that it's nice and thin up here. You especially don't even want to get any of the white like near the cuticle up there, so just keep it low, just making like that little tip on there. So this is, the white is finished, so I will cure this and then I will put my color on top of that for the ombre. Cured, so now I'm just gonna go in with my little bit of this other color and I will just put that on top, smoothing it out so I can have that nice ombre look. You just want to make sure you keep it nice and thin. And just like blend it forward. Make sure not to get it too close to the cuticle area and off of the side walls. I'm just taking a little bit of it and just like rubbing it off of the very tip of the white, just so that can be like nice and white. And then once we buff it a little bit, it'll like really hopefully pop out really well. I'm trying to just keep these nice and thin so I don't have to do like what is that? I don't have to like cap them or anything. So I'm trying to just do them really nicely and like a good thickness, which I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I'll end up buffing these just a little bit. Okay, so that's done. I'm just gonna go ahead and cure this one. So this one is done. I ended up adding just a little tiny bit of white right there just to kind of straighten that up some more. So now I'm just going to move on to this toe, and I will start with just adding that white tip on there. Okay, so this one is a little bit bigger, so of course I'm going to be using just a little bit more. Yeah, I'm going to start About that much. This is probably maybe too much, at least for the first layer. Okay, so I'm just gonna set this a little bit to the side, and I will use that for my second layer. So I've got my gel base coat on there already that has cured. Try to keep it thin. You want to make sure you don't have like a harsh line where your blend is going to be. Yeah, so I'll definitely end up having to do kind of 2 thin coats. So once you get that on there, you will just cure it. I'm gonna go in with the rest of that. This one's definitely not done. Needs some more work. So I'm gonna do that. Next coat, just doing it exactly like I did the first one, just making sure that I can get some nice corners on here. White on there. I'm really happy with it, how it's kind of already like ombre and there's not like a hard line in there, so hopefully this color will blend well. It is kind of light, so yeah, hopefully it works. So now I'm just gonna go in with this. Go use like that much, and yeah, I'll just end up kind of using half of it. And then I'll just grab the rest later, depending on how much I need. So I'm just smoothing this out, making sure to get it nice and clean and flush at the cuticle area. I think this is gonna kind of blend in hopefully nicely. I'm gonna end up doing 2 coats of it on there. So yeah, I'm just going in and wiping off the tip, making sure there's none of that like peach color on it. Gonna brush this down. You also want to make sure this doesn't have like a clean line at the bottom. So I'm going to cure this, and hopefully with like that second coat it will blend really well. This one just came out from under the light. I am really happy with it and happy with how the colors were able to blend together. So this one's done, so now I'm just going to go ahead and go on to the other foot. First thing I'm gonna do is just go in with that thin layer of gel base coat, and then I'll just cure it for 10 seconds. On my last one, I just finished this one. It's like, I think the worst looking one out of all of them. It's just not blended in super well. You can like really see that line where the white is, but that's okay. I think I might end up covering these just with like a glitter top coat just to kind of avoid, well, like just hide that line that's in them. So I'm just gonna get started on this one now. I'll just do the same as like all of them, putting that white tip on first and then going in and covering it with that peach color. I'm just going to go in and file all the edges, And then I will buff the tops and just get those nice and smooth, and then I will put on my top coat. They're all finished. I got them all nice and buffed and smooth. So now I'm just going in with this glitter nail polish top coat. And just trying to kind of hide like the mistakes and where it's not like blended in super well. So I might end up doing 2 coats of this. And this is just regular nail polish, so I have to make sure I wait and it's completely dry in between. Okay, so these are all dry now. I ended up doing 2 coats of that regular glitter nail polish. So now I'm just gonna go in and finish with my cuticle oil. I really like how these all came out. This is like so pretty. I love it. I love the glitter. And even if I did it without the glitter, it would still be okay. I just put that glitter on there just to kind of break up some of the lines of where like the ombre starts. So yeah, I really like this. Tell me what you guys think, and I will see you on the next video.